Hey there, Magic players. Barry White here for MagiKids, a wonderful 501(c) charity nonprofit in the Wizards of the Coast partner. And with me is Joseph Johnson. You've probably seen him from pretty much all over the internet. You are everywhere, my friend.
I have to be.
Well, I'm glad you're with us today here at MagiKids. You feel like opening a pack of Magic?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, how about what we got here? We got Mercadian Masques. When was the last time you saw Mercadian Masques?
Literally, I don't know. I think it was last time Okay, so when I first picked up my Magic collection, I got a bunch of cards donated to me, and the guy had been collecting since, I think, Alpha Beta. So
old school.
He had some Mercadian Masques in there, and that was the first time I ever saw it, but not since then.
It's been a mess. Let's see, when did this come out here? It says right back here, this came out. Tell me if you see the year before I do here.
No worries.
I want to say.
Oh, it says 1999.
There you go, 1999.
Wow.
1999 here. So, you know, I'm going to let you do the honors.
Okay,
Crack that open.
Thank you so much. Okay, all right.
Let's see what we got in there.
See if it's easy or harder to crack these packs. Okay, I believe in the heart of the cards.
Heart of the card. Not the right game.
Not the right game, though.
But
yeah.
I like the spirit.
Yes, the spirit of the cards. How about the spirit of the cards? Believe in the spirit of the cards.
Believe in the spirit.
Rebranding. Oh, okay. It's this way.
Starting off, we get started off with what? Uncommon. Starting off with the uncommons. What do we got there first?
A shoving match. There's like a picture of a djinn that's shoving someone out. It's an instant, and until end of turn, all creatures gain tap target creature. So
you tap down your board to tap down their.
Tap down their board.
Well, hopefully you have a bigger board than they do, and the rest can get in.
Hopefully, yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of like a token strategy.
Right. Well, let's see a token strategy.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we have Desert Twister. This is a classic reprint. Desert Twister, 2 green and 4 for a sorcery. Simply put, destroy target permanent. You know, if I got hit by a Desert Twister, I'd probably be destroyed as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think the first time I ever played that card was when I destroyed someone's land. They weren't happy with me.
No. I don't think it had to do with this card. I think it had to do with destroying the land card.
Yeah. It was a guy's cradle, so I didn't feel so bad.
Enjoy not using your $1,000 card.
Get that out of here.
All right, we got next.
Cool. What we got next? We got. Oh, okay. Intimidation. This is kind of interesting.
It's a big casting cost.
Yeah, 2 and 3 black for an enchantment. It's an uncommon. Creatures you control can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and black creatures. So that's fear, right?
That's fear all across the board.
Yeah. So you get a fear,
but only for your creatures.
Only for your creatures. Creatures you control. So
be afraid. Be very afraid.
Play that one on Halloween.
Well, Halloween theme deck, Intimidation. After that, we are moving right on to the rare.
Okay.
This is Mercadian Masques, so why not a Mercadian Lift? Oh, it's always nice to get a lift.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you need a lift.
Right, especially from the airport.
I order a lift from airport off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This video not brought to you by Lyft. But Mercadian Lift, an artifact costing 2. Ability says 1 and tap, put a winch counter on Mercadian Lift.
Okay.
Then you can tap it, remove X winch, and that's winch, not witch counters, winch counters from Mercadian Lift. Put a creature card with converted mana cost X from your hand into play. So you can actually cheat out creatures. You're almost like installment paying for your creatures. And then, you know, a few turns out, you're like, all right, I'll just tap this and play like 6-drop for free.
Right. That's actually not bad.
Why don't people play this in Commander?
You know, I don't know, because I was like, this works really well with Seaborn Muse.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, or Unwinding Clock.
And it gets around so many things.
Oh, yeah. No casting and just putting it in.
No countering.
Yep, just putting it in.
Just put it in.
I think you gave me a new card to put in that people are going to be mad at me about.
You should, yeah. Play it for the professor, see what he thinks about that.
Exactly. Brian would be so happy about this.
He'd be like, really? A Mercadian Masques card? Come on, Joseph.
We have a common, a Charm Peddler. This card, you pay 1, tap it, discard a card from your hand. The next time a source of your choice will deal damage to target creature this turn, prevent that damage.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad. It's like a little 1/1, nice little, okay.
Depends what you're discarding.
Yeah, that's true. You might be...
Madness Enabler,
I was going to say, Madness Enabler. It also, maybe you want to feed something else into the graveyard early and reanimate it.
True, and for a 1-drop, I mean, not bad. Not bad. See what's our next common here.
Ooh.
We have Ancestral. Now this is a heavy hitter.
That's good.
This is a heavy hitter. Ancestral Mask. common green into for back then it was an enchant creature.
Right.
Now we would say an enchantment aura. But enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each other enchantment in play, so it doesn't count itself.
Right.
But I mean, you're going enchantment heavy. I mean, you're talking one big ornithopter.
It can get nasty. I've seen that card get out of hand.
Out of hand easily. All right, there you go.
All right, let's go back to it. Let's see. We have a thermal glider. This is a rebel, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
A 2 and 1 white, flying, protection from red. Yeah, not bad, because you can search your rebel deck and
I'm pretty sure I played that in my sideboards.
Really?
Way back when, because the pro red is not bolt bait.
Yep,
so,
yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if I had 1 or 2 of those on my sideboard back in the day.
Kind of just fly over to the competition.
Yeah, literally fly over the competition with that. Moving on to a non-basic land here. This is Hickory Woodlot.
Okay.
Hickory Woodlot comes into play tapped with 2 depletion counters on it. Oh, I remember these.
Okay.
I remember these,
All right.
yes. These were pretty cool. So comes into play with 2 depletion counters on it. You can tap it, remove one of those depletion counters to add 2 green mana to your mana pool.
Oh.
And then when there are no depletion counters on it, you sacrifice it.
Sure.
I remember I used to run the red one as a 1-of, and I had a Legacy Burn deck just because I like that 1 land, 2, I could double bold off of 1 land or something like that. But now I'm thinking from like an EDH or an Oathbreaker kind of a lens. Throw this in with something with proliferate, like a Traxa.
Yeah.
And then it just reads tap for 2 green.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
I love that.
That's all she wrote about that.
All right. Next up, we got the Bog Witch. Not to be confused with Bog Winch.
Winch. Yeah. Again, winch. Very different. Do not get those confused.
For 2 and a black, you pay 1 black. Tap it, discard a card from your hand, and add 3 black mana to your mana pool. So that's actually kind of cool. Dark Ritual on a creature.
Turns every card you have into a Dark Ritual.
Yeah, I love that. And if you have like an untap ability, you can do it again. You can go pretty crazy.
So here's what you do: 1 black, tap it, discard Emrakul, or not the one that shuffles back.
Yeah.
But discard Emrakul or any biggie.
Yeah.
Use those 3 black, at least 2 of them for an animate dead.
There you go.
All of a sudden it reads 1 black, discard my creature, play my creature.
Yeah, Bog Witch is gross.
That can get out of hand. That can get out of hand. All right, next up we have Lunge. It's an instant, costing 2 and red, and I would call that a lunge.
Yeah, that was like a sneaky lunge.
That's a sneaky lunge. That guy looks like he's having a bad day.
Yeah, he was like, I did not expect this. I didn't think I was going to have to fight today.
Right, this was not on my bingo card. But lunge is an instant. For red and 2, lunge deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to target player.
Oh, wow.
Back then, I'd say that was okay. Now this has been Kyro Crypt way out.
Oh, yeah.
But back then, especially like in limited play, if I drafted, I could see myself drafting this.
Yeah. I mean, even now, it's kind of a gotcha.
It's kind of a gotcha. A little expensive at 3, but it can get the job done.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move on to the Wall of Distortion. And for 2 and 2 black, walls can attack. Now there's like Defender, same thing.
Yeah.
But you pay 2 and 1 black, tap. Target player discards a card from his or her hand. Play this ability only if you can play it as a sorcery. So 1/3 wall that makes people discard.
And even back then, they had that clause in some cards.
Yeah. And
not
it says
a new thing.
Target player, so you can make yourself discard a card too if you want to for that reanimate stuff we were just talking about.
I'm seeing a trend in this pack, by the way.
They kind of want us to. This is kind of. All right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll build a reanimator.
It's like build around this 1 pack of Magic cards. Up next, Chomano's Blessing. Chomano, one of the legendary creatures from Mercadian Masques. 2 white for an enchant creature, again now an enchantment aura. This is before the keyworded flash.
Oh, okay.
This says you may play Chomano's Blessing anytime you could play an instant.
Nice.
So it has de facto flash. When it comes in play, choose a color. Enchanted creature has protection from the chosen color. But this effect, this is important if you choose white. This effect does not remove Chomano's Blessing. So you can give a creature a protection from white, and Chomano's Blessing still stays on because it says it does.
That's actually really cool.
Because reading the card
explains the card. Yep. The more you read,
the more you read. What we got here?
All right, cool. We have a Tidal Boar.
That does sound like a bore.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. This one reads, you may return an island you control to its owner's hand instead of paying top of board's mana cost, tap or untap target creature. So
it's a twiddle that can enable landfall.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So you can play it for free, bounce an island, tap or untap something, play an island, trigger landfall.
Yeah.
I can see some use for that.
That is, that can get real spooky.
Right?
It's like a combo piece.
That has combo written all over.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But I'm going to have to muzzle that topic with the card muzzle. It is a, what's with me with getting all the enchant creatures?
Yeah, I know. Right?
White and 1 for an enchant creature, enchantment aura. Just says prevent all damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. So it's like a worse pacifism?
Yeah.
Almost?
Yeah.
Kinda? We're just going to move on.
Yeah,
from
well, that one's, yeah.
Last card, Joseph, is all yours.
Let's do it. With the Ceremonial Guard, 2 in a red. When Ceremonial Guard attacks or blocks, destroy it at the end of combat. It is a 3/4 in red, so I guess that was uncommon then and probably uncommon now.
Also for 3 mana.
That's true. So you get something out. Especially if you're playing against like a big stompy green deck and you need something to like, all right, if you want to trade,
right,
that's what's going to happen. But
that seems like quite the drawback, though.
That's true.
Like use it and lose it.
Yeah. You would have to put something on there, and you'd have to be running like a deck where you could get this back from your graveyard, or give it like indestructibility or something like that. That to make it worth its while to stick it in a deck. But hey, no.
So looking at this pile of cards from Mercadian Masques, Joseph, if we were drafting, what's your pack one, pick one, bud?
Oh man, if we're drafting, I'm gonna have to probably go with either Intimidation and just lean into black.
With triple black, you kind of got it.
I just have to. Or I might actually do Muzzle if I'm wanting to go, just like, hey, a big creature. Now it's pacified.
It's like confound your opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
What about you?
I kind of like the Ancestral Mask because I can use that as a build-in too, especially with all the aura enchantments I saw.
That's true.
I'm going to think like this probably is not the only pack with 2 or 3 auras in it.
Yep.
Plus it counts all enchantments, not just auras.
That's true.
So I might lean into that. But I also kind of, as much as I discounted when I first saw it, Muzzle, you raise a good point. It does kind of turn off the biggest threat.
Yep.
So that's a pretty close second.
A lot of people aren't running, enchantment removal in the decks.
Limited, right?
There you go, yeah.
And now, if we were going to put this into a Highlander deck, maybe like an Oathbreaker deck, what would you go for?
All right, so Oathbreaker, I'm definitely going to go with the Ancestral Mask, just because I feel like you can build around that so much easier. You can count on building around that because if you build an Enchantress deck, you can make sure that you will be playing enchantments, even if your opponents aren't playing enchantments.
And you have Planeswalkers like Estrid, which are enchantment matters. So that should be an auto include right there. Yep. I like that. I do kind of like that rare Mercadian lift. I like being able to kind of prepay incrementally for my creatures.
Yep.
I don't have. It's only a 2-drop, so even if I get a little mana screwed, it's turn 6, and I still only have 3 lands, but I might have 3 counters on my lift, and all of a sudden, hey, that 4-drop's coming down next turn. So
indeed.
I kind of have to go for that. But you know what? We can't do any of this because these cards, Joseph, are not staying with us, buddy.
Nope.
No. These cards, every single one of these cards from 1999 are being donated to MagiKids to put into the various MagiKids kits that the charity sends out across the nation to schools and libraries, after-school programs, to use Magic the Gathering to help the local communities and kids in those communities, give them a hobby, teach them some skills. So, Joseph, give me the honor, put it right over there in the donation box.
It's in there.
And if you have extra cards at home you don't know what to do with, we all have boxes under the bed or in the closet. Joseph, what should people do with those?
I think you should donate them to MagiKids. It's a great cause, nonprofit. We're just trying to help people out, get more people into the game, and what a better way to spread love and be the example of the gathering.
Right. And pay it forward too, with people you've never even met.
Exactly.
So very good feeling.
You never know who you'll inspire and will be your opponent on the receiving end of you getting your Gran's Cradle blown up.
Right. I was about to say make lifelong friends, but no, we went back to Landis.
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, that's how you make friends, right? Right?
Well, that's how you make memories at the very least.
There you go.
Okay, Joseph, thank you for joining us here with MagiKids. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Visit MagiKids.org for more information on how you can support the charity and make your donations. Thank you for watching.